Around 9 in the evening, two sisters were getting ready for bed. Their mother had stepped out for her usual evening walk with the dog, leaving the girls home alone. But then something happened that deeply unsettled them. According to the mother, their home and neighborhood had always felt quiet and safe, until that night. After reviewing footage from the nanny cam, she realized something truly frightening had taken place. One of the daughters claimed she saw someone climb in through a window, which terrified her. She insisted she had spotted a tall figure dressed in black, standing in her mother's study. Her older sister confirmed the sighting. The intruder's intentions remain unclear, as nothing was taken from the house. Most likely, the sister's loud screams scared him off, and he jumped back out the window before fleeing. Ashley LeMay is a mother of 3 children. To feel more secure, she decided to install a Ring surveillance camera in her daughter's bedroom. In December 2019, one of her daughters, Alyssa, suddenly heard a voice coming from inside the room. Believing at first that it was one of her sisters, she walked in. But almost immediately, she realized no one was there. The mysterious voice began speaking directly to Alyssa, repeating inappropriate phrases.
What? Hear you. I can't hear you.
Go. Say it with me.
Startled, Alyssa stepped back into the hallway and shouted that she couldn't hear them, still convinced it might be a family member playing a trick on her. But when she got no reply and returned to the room, the same unsettling voice spoke again.
Come on, girl, say it with me.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. You can do whatever you want right now. You can mess up your room. You can break your TV. You can do whatever you want.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus.
Mommy!
I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
This time, attempting to coax her into bad behavior. Terrified and unable to figure out where the voice was coming from, Alyssa called out for her parents. Later, her parents quickly shut off the camera and decided to remove the system entirely. The hack was later explained. The family had been using the same email and password as on another website that had previously suffered a major data breach. In this video, a concerned mother records her daughter, who had just told her that there was a guy in her room.
The guy.
The guy is at the door.
Guy.
Can we go together?
Yeah.
Do you want to open the door or you want mommy to open it?
I want mommy to open it.
Okay.
He's in there.
The guy?
Yeah. He's scary.
He's scary.
I'm scared.
It's okay.
The unsettling part is that the little girl insists she can see someone and even describes him as scary. At first glance, Nothing unusual appears in the footage, but one detail stands out: the playhouse in the center of the room. The girl often spends time there, playing or even eating inside it. That's why the mother decided to upgrade the playhouse. Her daughter really wanted it to have a doorbell camera, just like the one on their front door. Only a few days later, something strange happened at night. On January 3rd, 2025, the child's playhouse camera began recording. It only activates when someone is standing at the door. When the motion sensor was triggered, the camera captured something bizarre. To the mother's shock, the door began opening on its own. If it had only been a glitch with the bell, it could have been explained as a technical error. But the door really did keep swinging open, and then something even stranger occurred. The hair on a mannequin nearby suddenly lifted into the air before slowly falling back down. There was nothing visible in the room that could have caused this. The movement looked as if someone, or something, had raised it. This becomes even more chilling when you remember that the girl sometimes claims she sees a man in that room. Could this be proof of the existence of her so-called imaginary friend? Sandy Kaplanis has a 14-year-old chocolate Labrador suffering from kidney failure, so she uses a nanny cam to keep an eye on him while she's at work. One day, when she logged into her account, she was met with a strange and unsettling image. Instead of seeing her dog, the feed appeared to show a young girl lying in what looked like a children's hospital ward. The girl seemed restless, unable to sleep. Some who later saw the image even claimed she looked as though she was fading away. Around her were toys, and above her head hung a withered star. Beyond that, no further details about the child's condition could be determined. For more than 24 hours straight, Sandy saw only this frozen image in place of her dog's live video feed. Concerned, she contacted the camera's manufacturer, but they were unable to provide a clear explanation. She then reached out to local news outlets, yet their investigation also turned up nothing. Possibly, they suggested, it was nothing more than a software glitch. But as Sandy later reflected, maybe this mysterious girl was somehow trying to reach out to me, to tell me something before her death. We'll never truly know the truth. A nanny cam inside a home in Overland Park, Kansas captured the shocking moment when 21-year-old Katie O'Connor became the victim of a home invasion. This didn't happen while she was away. Katie was inside the house at the time and was taken hostage during the burglary. Fortunately, her young daughter happened to be at her grandmother's that day and was out of harm's way. In the bottom left corner of the footage, a man can be seen restraining Katie by the neck, while another man and a woman ransack the house. Helpless, Katie could do nothing but watch.
Don't move.
Oh my god. Okay.
What makes the incident even more disturbing is how the intruders got inside. The woman in the video, Cheyenne Watts, who actively took part in the crime, had actually been considered one of Katie's friends. The two had spent time together before and often arranged play dates for their children. So when Cheyenne came to Katie's door that day, Katie had no reason to doubt her and let her in. What she didn't know was that Cheyenne had brought two men with her, and as soon as they entered, Katie was restrained while the three went through her belongings.
It's just court. It's just...
Where's the camera? Shut the door and lock.
Please, I need...
Where's the camera?
Oh my god.
Lock the door. Don't say nothing. Where is it?
It's on the wall.
Okay, where's the video footage at? Where's the footage at?
It's on Wi-Fi.
Where's the footage?
It's not there. It's wireless. Just the...
Hey.
I'm not trying to get this right now.
At one point, the man holding Katie noticed the cable and suspected it was linked to a hidden camera. The intruders soon discovered the nanny cam and turned it away, but they failed to disconnect it from the internet, which was pointless anyway, since the recording was already being streamed directly to cloud storage. Once they realized this, the thieves began arguing, knowing there was no way to erase the footage.
No, don't flip this on the camera. Really? You're gonna try and make it look like I'm...
Shut up. Everybody's talking to you. Shut the up.
Eventually, they pulled the camera offline, but by then the evidence was already secured. They still continued the burglary, leaving with tools, a safe, and the cash Katie had been saving for rent and school. Fortunately, Katie managed to get out of the situation unharmed. Later, Cheyenne and one of the men were located and arrested by the police. However, the other man, the one who had held Katie captive, is still at large. On the night of March 5th, 2024, a little girl couldn't fall asleep. Even though it was already bedtime, she kept playing with her toys late into the night, lost in her imaginary world. But she had no idea that something unexpected was about to interrupt her play. According to the girl's mother, the entire family was shaken by what the surveillance camera in the child's room captured around 11 p.m.
Do you want to play with me? Hey, do you want to play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. Let's go on the trampoline. Yeah. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, yum, doing, doing. Let's go.
The mother was puzzled. Why did her daughter suddenly end up under the bed, looking so frightened? One of the toys had switched on by itself and started playing the same tune the girl had been humming just moments before. Then, it seemed as though something slowly began pulling the child beneath the bed. The family grew extremely concerned for her safety. They believed that something had lured her under the bed by using the toy. Of course, one could try to explain it logically, or at least come up with a possible explanation. After that, the mother locked the room. But only a few days later, she recorded an even more disturbing video.
So I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared. It's scary now. Oh my God.
The footage shows something unsettling lying under the bed. A creepy-looking child. Most likely it was just her daughter's doll, but for a moment, it almost seemed as if the doll's head turned slightly. Terrified, the mother ran out of the room in panic. Still, even if it was nothing more than a creepy doll, one chilling question remains. What exactly pulled the girl under the bed that night? This incident took place in February 2017. A mother from Billings, Montana was jolted awake in the middle of the night by a notification on her phone. The device was synced with the baby monitor installed in her young daughter's room, and whenever motion was detected, the system would send an alert. That night, after receiving the notification, the woman opened the app, expecting to see her daughter awake and standing in her crib, the usual reason for the motion detection. But what she saw was something entirely different. On the screen was the image of a man she did not recognize, crouching in the room. The moment she saw this, the mother dropped her phone and ran straight to her daughter's room. When she entered, there was no one there. But she didn't waste any time checking. She grabbed her child from the crib and bolted out of the house through the front door. Once outside, she called the police and waited for them to arrive. Officers soon conducted a full search of the home but found nothing. The intruder had vanished. The only evidence the mother was left with was a single frame captured by the baby monitor, showing the man crouched in the room. Later, people tried enhancing the image in hopes of identifying his face, but the picture was too dark. To this day, police still don't know who the man was or how he managed to get inside the house. No signs of forced entry were ever found. The only odd detail, the remote for the dog's collar was missing. Nothing else had been stolen, and nothing unusual happened again after that night. Who the man was, and how he ended up in that room, remains a mystery. The following footage was recorded by a concerned mother who noticed something strange happening in her son's bedroom. The video was captured by a baby monitor while the boy was asleep. Here's what the camera picked up. The mother was left speechless after watching the recording, as it clearly shows her son being pulled off the bed. The unsettling part is that it's impossible to see who, or what, grabbed him by the leg. Even the family's cat seemed to sense that something was wrong. Of course, one possible explanation is that the child might have experienced a sudden leg cramp in his sleep. But what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below.